It's been about 2 months since my last upload, which I think is pretty much the longest I've ever gone without uploading since my channel became like a real thing, if that makes sense. And so I'm going to explain what's going on and what you can expect to be different around here. I usually wouldn't make this kind of video, but I think it's pretty important in this case because so much is going to be changing. A lot of you might even unsubscribe, who knows? I'd certainly hope not, but I'd understand if you did because I'm kind of sort of quitting YouTube, at least top tier, for War Thunder. Let's put that aside for a second, I'll explain that in a bit, but really I'm just going to be slowing down a lot on YouTube in general. I'm kind of moving on with my life from YouTube as a job, but I'm not going to be done altogether. And so that means a lot less time dedicated to videos, a lot less time to gaming in general to record videos, and I'm just moving on. There's no other way to put it. I'm getting a job that I've started my career essentially. This is going to be my first job in my career field. I'm 24 years old in August. I've finished school and again, I'm just ready to move on with my life. So it's been really awesome that you guys have allowed me to be able to be essentially self-employed, making my own money, having my own schedule, not having any kind of boss or anything like that. It's been the experience of a lifetime and I'm truly, really grateful for what you guys have done for me. I'd have never in a million years imagined I'd be a YouTuber in any capacity. And while I never really made enough money to live off of and support myself on my own, I did make enough money to have my own life, if that makes sense. And so for that, I'm truly grateful. Again, it was a surreal experience to be able to say that I did that, and I'm very proud of myself and very happy and very grateful for it. As far as my absence on the channel in general the last couple of months, I've really just been extremely busy. I'm moving into my own place with my lovely, beautiful girlfriend that I've had for over 5 years now. I don't think a lot of people knew that, but those of you that come and hang out in the stream once in a while would know that. She's played War Thunder before on stream. There's some shorts in my YouTube shorts section of my uploads where I took a clip from one of those streams. Anyways, she's great. We're moving in together. It's going to be our first place, and it's a lot of processes and stuff you've got to do, obviously, and so I've been busy with that. And of course, just in general, knowing that I'm going to be putting this down as a job, there's really no motivation for me to play any War Thunder. At least not top tier War Thunder, and I guess let's just go ahead and jump into that. You're seeing some P51D30 footage on the screen here, and I don't hate War Thunder as much as I complain about it in videos and stuff. I've played this game since I was 12 years old. I'm gonna be, again, 24 years old in August. I've been playing War Thunder for an extremely long time. It's a cool game, it's got a lot of good things about it, but I just don't think the direction that the game's been going in lately is one of those great things about it. I actually really still do enjoy this game in the lower tiers, things like the P51D30 here at 5.0. I enjoy a lot of prop planes, I enjoy subsonic Korean War jets and stuff like that, basically before you get to missiles. And so I will be still uploading some videos occasionally on this channel when I have time. It's really cool that I have 40,000 subscribers. It's really cool that people watch my videos. I expect to be getting a lot less views, a lot less, cool 1 out of 10 videos and stuff like that, but I don't really care. It's not going to be a job anymore for me. It's going to be something solely that I'm doing for fun on my own rather than trying to please my community and give all of you what you want to see. And so again, if you want to unsubscribe, I completely understand. This is a top tier based channel that's no longer going to be uploading top tier. I wouldn't say I'm never going to upload top tier, but it's going to be pretty rare as, again, I don't really enjoy it, and I do enjoy some of this lower tier stuff, so that's what I'm going to be uploading. I'm sort of competitive in nature. I like competing in a lot of things, especially gaming. I like competitive video games. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is pretty much my #1 main game right now. I've been playing that nearly as long as War Thunder, and it just scratches my competitive itch. However, War Thunder is sometimes kind of competitive feeling, and I like that about the game. This game has a massive skill gap from noob to essentially pro. One of the biggest skill gaps I've ever seen in any kind of a video game, and being able to exploit skill gaps I think is a great thing for gaming, especially in a competitive sense. If you get good at the game, if you spend time to learn the game and be able to out-knowledge people, outperform people, out-mechanically skill people, stuff like that, then you should be rewarded. You should be able to consistently perform better than everyone else in the lobby that you are better than. At least that's my take on most of my video games. However, War Thunder top tier I think is pretty much as far from competitive as War Thunder has ever been. I don't think there's really any level of skill or knowledge you can do in top tier War Thunder to compensate for the fact that it entirely relies on your team not just crumbling all around you. The way the combat works with Fox 3 missiles and stuff like that, how quickly the game is decided in literally like the first 30 to 60 seconds of combat. After that first missile launches off the rail of one of the teams, whether it be your team or the enemy team, you can expect the game to be pretty much entirely decided in about a minute or two. And it's pretty much a roll of the dice. There's really no other way to put it. I don't find that particularly interesting or engaging. I don't find myself feeling very rewarded for getting any kind of high kill game in top tier anymore, because I know damn well it's just luck. It's a roll of the dice. How stupid are your targets you're shooting missiles at? And finding the perfect balance of my team sucks, but so does the enemy team, and so I was able to get a high kill game and still win. I think pretty much anybody that plays an extensive amount of War Thunder, not just top tier, but like plays a lot of War Thunder, would agree with that take. It's just not the place you go if you want to feel like you're besting somebody, or to feel like you truly won that game, or you really had an impact for your team that allowed your team to win the game, or come back from a very bad situation. And sure, these things happen in top tier. It's happened to me before, of course. Every once in a while, you do feel like you did something pretty awesome in that game of top tier that kind of turned the tide for your team and got your team to win. Whatever, I'm not arguing that. It's just it happens way less often in top tier. It's so much more random in that battle rating bracket, and again, a big fat roll of the dice, which I do not find enjoyable, because again, I'm kind of more competitive in nature, and especially with my video games, I like having a competitive video game. I think the gunfighting planes, where you actually have to know how to fly the airplanes instead of just sling missiles off of them, is a lot more conducive to competitive gaming, and so that's why I like it a lot more. And to the people who say that, oh, it's lower tier War Thunder, you're just playing a bunch of noobs that just started playing the game, I would say that that's obviously not entirely false, but to assume that top tier War Thunder has higher skilled players than anywhere else in War Thunder is just blatantly false, considering the fact that most people that play this game anymore just kind of skip through all lower tier stuff, don't learn anything about dogfighting, don't learn anything about being able to outfly anybody, and they either just grind all the way through as fast as they can to a top tier jet, or they just buy like a top tier jet premium pack and skip everything entirely and never actually really play them. There are tons of noobs in top tier that don't know the first damn thing about actually having to dogfight anybody. There's a lot of noobs at top tier in general. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with premium packs and just the way this game's marketed. Most people want to play this game just to play these new modern vehicles. Nobody really cares about the old stuff anymore, at least not the people joining the game now. Are joining the game to play any of this old stuff. And so yeah, obviously I don't blame them for wanting to just skip through all this stuff when they only signed up to play the F-15, for example. But just the notion that top tier has more experienced players than low tier, I don't think is really true at all, at least not in my experience. And again, I've played this game for many years. Now, that's not to say that lower tier War Thunder is exactly a competitive game either. I'm not saying it is, that's not what I'm here to argue. It's just significantly more competitive, in my opinion, than top tier War Thunder. And I don't even think it's a close comparison. I'm not going to argue about it with anyone. That's what I think. I've played this game a very long time, and there's no changing my mind. I've played War Thunder at every level for many hours, probably damn near enough to play a year of War Thunder straight without eating or sleeping, and that's probably about my playtime on this game. There's a lot of unbalanced planes in lower tier that absolutely stomp lobbies, 100%, not arguing that. There's some times where you still have to deal with the AI tickets bleeding each other somehow, like on this map, even though I kind of felt like that went away not too long ago, and then apparently it hasn't, because it's happening to me right now. That was pretty annoying to deal with this game. There's a lot of things at low tier that I do not think are perfect, and I do not think are competitive, but just, again, it's a lot more so than top tier and a lot more enjoyable for me because of that. So that's pretty much my whole spiel. I'm starting my career, I am moving into a new apartment, and I'm not going to upload YouTube videos nearly as often anymore. This is no longer going to be a source of income for me. It is instead rather just going to be a hobby, something I enjoy doing, and for those of you who stick around, I really appreciate it. I love having you guys comment on my videos and stuff like that. That's the entire reason I'm going to keep going anyways, is because having your own little YouTube community is pretty cool, even if it's going to be about 1/10 of the size probably as it once was. But either way, if you guys do choose to stick around and not unsubscribe, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and keep commenting on the videos. Let me know what you want to see. Not top tier, of course, but I would love to fly things out that the viewers want to watch. Don't really know what I'm going to talk about, to be honest. I'll probably just have to resort to like gameplay commentary or something, like explaining what's happening in the game and why I'm doing certain things, whereas before I was like just kind of like giving my opinion on whatever I felt like in War Thunder and top tier and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be able to do that anymore, so we'll have to see. I'm just gonna figure it out as I go, but until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna let the gameplay play out. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and for old time's sake, let's go ahead and roll the outro. Haven't heard that in a long time. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. I'll see ya.